Hi, this is Jared,
And this is Marla.
and we are the parents of Joel, Mikey, and John, also known as the Bradley Boys, and sometimes as Triple Trouble.
Not trouble because they're bad boys, usually at least, but more because they have so much energy and they're always using it in such fun ways.
When we first adopted them almost 9 years ago, they instantly became everyone's favorite entertainment.
Whether we were in church or at the grocery store or anywhere else, people would just watch and see just to see what the boys were going to do.
Lots of people follow us on social media just for the boys, and we definitely can't blame them.
So we decided to make a podcast about them.
This is for all those that have kids, grandkids, or know some kids and can relate to some of the hilarious things kids do, especially little boys.
Thanks for listening. Please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and share with your friends.
Now let's get into today's episode. Okay, we're here with another episode of Bradley Boys Triple Trouble. Welcome everybody. Hey, it's great to see you all again. And yeah, we are excited to get some more stuff for you. And it's always funny whenever we're together and we just start laughing about things. We just look at each other and we go, you know what? That would be an amazing episode for the Bradley Boys. So,
Yes. So today it's about 10 days after Mother's Day. So we are going to talk about kids and their Mother's Day gifts. Mother's Day this year was also my birthday.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you. So, little kids, when they do gifts for their parents, let's talk about that. What can they do? They don't have jobs. They don't make money, but they want to do something nice for their parents. So what do? They color a picture or, paint a rock or something, do a craft at school for Mother's Day, for Christmas, and they bring it home. And of course it's precious and you appreciate it. They put this effort into it, it's because they love you and it's wonderful. But then what do you do with some of these scraps of paper?
Well, it's also important to note, especially for Mother's Day, if any of the guys out there are like me, number one, I'm a cheapskate. And so I hate buying like $6 cards that I know Marla's going to look at. And I know you appreciate him, but it's like any other piece of paper. What do you do with it afterwards? And then it's just $6 down the drain. So I'm way too much of a cheapskate to buy one for each one of the kids.
Well, you just get one for them to sign and give me. In fact, this year, I'm going to say after how many years we've been married now, we just had our anniversary. Is it 28 or 29?
29.
29.
Crying out loud.
I don't know my math. Okay. 29 years of marriage. So I bought myself the birthday cards and gave them to Jared to give to the boys to sign so they could write in them and give me their message.
Yeah. Well, isn't the wife normally the one telling the husband
Yeah.
How long you've been married?
Oh yeah, usually, but not in our marriage.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
there's hope.
John made some stuff for me. All right. So, some of the papers, sometimes I keep the papers, I stick them in a drawer. In the past, before the boys came, I used to do digital scrapbooking for the girls, and I would just take a picture of their letter and then throw the paper away. And when I did a scrapbook, I put a picture of that letter in their scrapbook, and then we have it. And so in the past, I have taken pictures of the boys' letters. I just haven't scrapbooked anything of the boys since they came. That needs to be a project this year. But so we haven't.
You really think the boys are going to care about a scrapbook?
Well, yeah, they want to see their pictures. They do. They want them right now. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, I don't know if they're going to care about what they wrote in their letters, but I do have pictures of letters that are thrown away, but a lot of them, just get thrown away. So this year, John brought me home these cute letters. I'm going to read a few letters and then I'm going to get to a different story, but here's the letter that John brought me home to this time. It's a sheet form that they filled out for their mothers for Mother's Day at school. My wonderful mother. My mom is the best mom in the world. She's sweet as candy, smart as Google. She's as pretty as a flower. My mom is happy when I am happy. She always tells me, he said Maddie, M-A-D-Y, but it's supposed to be maybe, M-A-B-Y. She shows me she cares by helping me and caring for me. Most of all, I love my mom because she is the best. Happy Mother's Day. Love, the favorite kid. So that one was from John. He thinks he's the favorite kid.
I'll tell you what. You're happy when he is happy is a key word there, because especially with John, it seems like when he is, well, actually all the boys are kind of like this. It's like they're almost like a lightning rod, where if they are really unhappy,
everybody in the whole household is unhappy.
Oh my word. It's amazing.
But all parents are happy when their kids are thriving and doing well. So I went to my drawer and pulled out some other ones that I saved. Here's one. It says, from John, F-R-U-M, to mom. He also spelled John with an H, and his name doesn't have an H. I love you, L-U-V-E. I love you, mom. You are the greatest, G-R-A-D-I-S-T, supposed to be greatest, mom ever, with a heart at the end. I'm thinking he was younger when he did that one.
I hope so.
Here's one that's not signed, but by the handwriting, I think it's Mikey's. It could be John's. Dear mom, you are the best. I am glad that you are my mom. Here are things that I like about you. Kind, nice, lets me do stuff, following my ideas, snuggles, sometimes does what I want. And then there's a picture of a heart and stuff. I don't know which boy gave me that one. I should have written it down. I think they did that one year in church for their moms on Mother's Day. Okay, so here's a cute one that has hearts drawn all over it. And it says, your son, John. I think the heart's supposed to be love, your son, John. Dear mommy, with one M, I love you so much. You are cool. And I think this, I don't know what that says, but that says pretty.
Pretty.
So I think cool and pretty, P-R-I-T-T-Y. Love, John. And then I love your something, and he crossed it out on the back. My best mom ever. You are so good at having fun with me. Really good. I'm glad that. Sometimes they like me. Sometimes they don't, right? Okay, another
Depends
one.
if you are letting them do things.
To mom from John. Lots of hearts on here again.
John's our really creative kid.
He's our creative kid. He's always making stuff. So, what can he make for mom that means anything? And it's a letter. Okay, happy birthday and Mother's Day. I hope that you have the best day ever. I am so, so, so grateful for you to be my mom. I am so happy for you. Love, John. Lots of hearts. Okay. Now here's the last one I'm going to read. This one's from Mikey. Dear mom, I love you so much. I am thankful that you're my mom. I love how you made the tree. And I don't even know what we're talking about with that one. I think you're the best mom ever.
The Christmas tree?
Maybe. You're amazing. A-M-A-I-S-I-N-G. Amazing. I wish you a good day and a good morning. You can do anything. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. I love you, from Mikey. That's really good, because right now he's really struggling and telling me that he doesn't like me as mom. So, dear mom, I'm so glad you're my mom, and I do not know what I would do without you. Love, John. So those are some of the sweet little notes that I've saved from them.
You notice a fairly absent child is Joel. So Joel, for the most part, will just sign his name. So we get him a card, and if you get a card for Father's Day that's coming up, I'm sure he will just sign it. He won't actually put anything down. He just doesn't like to express himself.
But he's also a physical kid, so he loves to sit on the couch and give me hugs, cuddles, and he asks me all day long to give him hugs. Be like, I need a hug.
Oh, that's awesome. Of course, he never does that with me.
So that's how he expresses himself.
And he definitely never does that with Nicole.
No. All right. So, but here's the funny thing. So one day, the same day John brought home the Mother's Day stuff, he brought home a folder studying about the history of Utah. Now, obviously this folder, it's a manila folder. It's folded in the middle. I'm going to show it in the video. And you open it up and it has all the things that you have to learn in 3rd grade about the state of Utah. Well, actually, this is about Native American cultural regions. So it has a bunch of different regions, California, the Southwest. A lot of stuff is pinned in here and glued in here. There was a lot of cutting out and coloring and writing and all stuck in this folder.
Let's see if we can pull
We're
this
going
up.
to try to hold this up in the YouTube video really quick. You can see that it took a lot of work. However, this is not something I'm going to save. All the pieces are falling out of it. You can't hardly even open it up because pieces are going to fall out and they're just all pinned in there.
You see all that? That's a lot of work.
But it's not something I'm going to save. Hello, I've already had 3rd grade. I've already gone through this, right? I don't need to save this. And so when he brought it home, I made a point to look at it. I made a point to say, John, it looks like you put a lot of work into this project. Good job. And then when we were done looking at it and discussing it, and we have no further need for this, I put it in the recycle bin. John comes over and he says, Mom, how is it that anytime we bring home anything for you, we bring something home like a card or, the work, and you look at it and you say, nice job, bink, throw it away in the garbage can. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, well, that's true. But what are we supposed to do with it? I appreciate you put a lot of work into it, but I did. You know what I used to do? I used to put stuff in a file for a certain period of time. So if they wanted to talk about it or show it to me, we could pull it out of the file. But they never, ever wanted to go back to the work that they've done. And so I just kind of quit doing that. And then I just recycle it, right? And he's like, Mom, you always throw it in. And I said, no, I don't throw your cards away. I appreciate that. I kept your cards. Look, I have all these cards. Just the work. We look at your work and then we don't need it anymore. We recycle it. And now they're all giving me this hard time and they're laughing. And Mikey says, Mom, if I bring John home as a gift, will you throw him away? Oh, I'm like, oh, okay, no. I'm not going there, but I
say, well, John, we treat it just like we used to treat your diapers.
They had purpose, but not anymore, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just told him, I save your cards and I appreciate them. I appreciate what you do for me. And I appreciate the work that you put into your assignments.
But
what do you
this
do? I'm not
house,
gonna
if we
them.
kept everything that they have ever created, we would have like an entire room full of.
We helped someone clean out their parents' house after their parents passed away, and they did have boxes full of everything that all 5 kids had ever done in school. And it was a hoarder's house. It was awful. So that's what made me be like, I can't do that.
Yeah, we're not keeping 3rd grade homework.
Yeah, I mean, not like I don't have boxes in that storage room in there of stuff that I've done in the past and kids have done in the past, but we have enough boxes of it. So anyway, so that's the end of this episode.
That's our Mother's Day episode.
So our kids love you when they bring you those special, precious things they put all that work into. And maybe you save it and maybe you don't. But if you don't let them see you when you recycle it.
All right. Hey, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
So we've wrapped up another episode.
Yes, we have.
And it's been fun. And I hope everybody's enjoyed it.
We'd love for you to subscribe and share with your friends. If there's anything you want to hear about that the boys have done or any questions you want the boys to answer, you can email us. The email is in the show notes.
Okay, well, stay tuned to the next episode. We'll get it out as quick as we can.